So at the Nielson property today, we watered all of the planters. They're really starting to look good again with the nice hydration and sunlight of the springtime. In here we noticed it was pretty dry, so we fluffed it and watered it thoroughly. All those plants should be pretty happy. Same thing here, watering planters, trimming up the edge of the jetty here so that it's more true to the form and not coming out all over. This is a new jasmine that we installed, so we ran the drip line to it. Hopefully that'll keep it watered. Fluffed, raked through here, picked up and tidied up the front hedge because it's just so visual. Did a lot of picking up of trimmings. I'm not sure if it was like stuck in there and the wind blew it down from last time, but let's be sure to pick up all of our trimmings as we do them. And then watering in through here, keeping these guys nice and alive. Did more picking up of debris over there and deadheading of the hyacinths. Little weeding, this weed always keeps popping up. Watering, deadheading, picking up and refining the boxwoods here. Weeding, watering. We got the cages on the peonies and they're ready to go now for the spring. Fluffing and watering, deadheading, weeding, fluffing, watering, all in here. We gave everything a healthy drink today. It was looking kind of crispy. Watering, and we'll go down and around the side of the house. Picked up the rocks. There were some trimmings in there. Not too much in here today. There's a lot of wiring going on, and I guess the wiring guys are coming back tomorrow, the electricians. Yeah, so they still have some wires exposed, and they're gonna get that back to order soon. Once I open this gate, there we go. Peonies. Not too much was accomplished on this side today, but we did install big jasmine in these lower planters. So those are nice and happy and healthy and taking up a lot of space where we used to have those apple trees. Yeah, not too much down here. So I'll pop my way back up here. Definitely this third Yoshino cherry is not making it as the others have bloomed, and it's pretty barren. So just this one right here is gonna have to be removed at some point. And also our little apple tree transplant that had a lot of sickness going on with it is not looking too great either. It may have to be removed soon. Okay, and then up the steps is where I'm gonna have to hop the fence because it's nice and locked in. There we go, so the doggy doesn't escape. So this morning we installed these new planters. Get a good view from back here. Jasmine and pink geraniums with alyssum and creeping jenny. So 1, 2, 3, kind of overlapping a little bit to fit the space. Still pretty centered, in line with each other. Not overflowing with soil, but well preserved in the soil. And then up here as well, thoroughly watered these 3 canna lilies with the asparagus fern, and just kind of hoping that grows over in the side. That'll be cool. So just a little hair there. Okay, and then we also repotted her little herbs that were in those planters, so we saved them. We also had leftover alyssum and chose to add that in mostly to this planter that the lamium isn't taking off as much as the other ones. So we installed that alyssum to kind of fill the space a little bit better. Over here as well, all of the planters were watered. This hedge got tidied up really lightly just along all sides, keeping things in line. Also weeding and fluffing the soil here, getting those cages on the peonies that are starting to pop up, fluffing, weeding, hedge trimming, getting everything ready. Over here, not sure if we want to install another one, if this was purposely removed, maybe because this branch, but we still need another dwarf boxwood right there. And then here's a look at how the planters are doing. So nice. Love this really light pink, very full. Gonna work my way back around and show off by the pool slide area. Trimmed back and organized these guys for them. Blew out every single surface and swept up very clean and tidy around the planters especially. And there you can see the little pops of alyssum that were in there. Some of the hyacinth are a little droopy, but they're still full and in bloom. I think it's just from the lack of water recently, but we did water them in here, and we pulled out the ones that are dry and crispy, so it's looking nice. I'll cut back through there in a moment. But up the steps that we cleaned, and another view of the hedges. These big ones were looking a little wonky, and they got a lot of attention today, as well as these little ones along the side. Just light shape up, so everything actually feels really in control now. Fluffed up the soil. Weeds are pretty tame. Another view of the soil over there. These boxwoods are pretty rough, but we did a little tidying up so they don't look super scraggly anymore. And there's another view back here of that beautiful soil around all the plants. The bulbs coming in strong. Sweeping off ledges, making sure we don't leave footprints, and shaking out all of the doormats or the floor mats. Those are nice and clean even behind the planters. Tidied up these hedges, these boxwoods. Weeded, raked, and fluffed through the soil. Also revealing these lavender that seem like they were cut to the ground last summer. And they're actually coming back a little bit. So we'll see what happens with those guys. But otherwise, just very clean, nice hallway. And we're back to the front again. So along the road, things are really starting to bloom and come in full. All of this ground cover starting to pop. Just a little weeding here and there that was done. But you can see next time we may have to trim along the edges so that it doesn't grow into the sidewalk. But otherwise, really coming along here. So that was our weekly cleanup today. Thanks.